Let's go to Ann's calling from Ohio on line 5. Ann, welcome to the broadcast. You're on the air.
My question is how much culpability here does the archives have? I mean, in Biden's case, you're talking 20 years of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you asked, all of us said during the break when we saw your question, that's a really good question. Harry?
It's a fantastic question, and I would argue that the National Archives does bear responsibility, at least for some of this. And I would argue that they have been negligent in fulfilling their statutory and legal duties. And so they need to get a handle on this. But I would also say that we need to reorder our approach to classifying documents because we have too many so-called classified confidential documents flying around the United States government, and some of them are already on Google or some other server. So I think there are problems all around. But lastly, let me point out that what we have, and I think this goes to the core of the current problem, we have seen a politicization of the Department of Justice and the FBI and the guardian, if you will, of the DOJ, Merrick Garland, in my judgment, needs to grow a backbone. He needs to back off from appointing special counsel after special counsel. Pretty soon, the U.S. government will be run by lawyers. That's a mistake, and I would say that even as a lawyer.
Listen, as someone that dealt with this, there's not a lot of lawyers that can say this, that dealt with a special counsel for 2 years, representing a president. Let me be clear here. I didn't like the independent counsel statute. I don't like the special counsel statute. You know why? Because here's what happens to Merrick Garland. He's in a if it was just within the Department of Justice, and we're figuring out how do we get these document backs, and he's got the U.S. Attorney's Office in Indiana working on it for Pence, and he's got the one in Florida doing the one on Trump, and he's got the one in Delaware doing it on Biden or Washington. You know what you say after all this starts breaking like it's breaking? You know what, team? We're going to put a special group together. Let's get these documents back. I'm not running in to get indictments. I'm not running in to get search warrants. I'm not getting arrest warrants. But instead, he unleashed it. And he unleashed it, and now can he put the toothpaste back in the tube? And you know what I tell Merrick Garland? You better, because you're making us look ridiculous. But this is the problem you put in this is why the special counsel statute is a disaster.